And we have breaking news. Cassie Ventura is now on the stand in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. Among other things, the singer is expected to address the 2016 video of Combs attacking her in a hotel when she was his girlfriend. Combs has pleaded not guilty. His attorneys argue the video is evidence of jealousy, not sex trafficking. And now for the first time, jurors are hearing what Cassie has to say about that and other aspects of their 10-year relationship. Let's bring in ABC's Rena Roy at the courthouse and Eva Pilgrim, anchor of ABC News Live's new daily show, Burden of Proof, the case against Diddy, for more. Rena, what's the latest from court?
Well, Diane, prosecutors have wasted no time getting right into the alleged abuse that Cassie Ventura says she endured for years. Ventura telling jurors, quote, "He would bash my head, knock me over, drag me, kick me, stomp me in the head when I was down." She also got into the nature of those so-called freak-offs, saying that they involved hiring an escort and they performed under the direction of Combs, saying that they happened so frequently it eventually became a job for her to set them up. Ventura said she did not feel she had much of a choice but to participate, that she feared that Combs would retaliate or potentially blackmail her if she did not. And she's had at times to take, she's taken deep breaths, pausing her testimony. Combs appearing to be listening pretty passively with his hands in his lap at the defense table there. Now, remember, this is the first time that they are seeing each other face to face since 2018. You can imagine that emotions are very high in the courtroom right now. And this is expected to be a very lengthy testimony. Prosecutors bracing the courtroom for what's to come as she continues to testify, including videos of these alleged freak-offs. Diane?
And Eva, Cassie's expected to face a lot of questions. This is expected to be a long questioning from both the prosecution and the defense. What are you watching for both sides, given how critical her testimony is for this case?
Well, I think we're going to learn a lot about the nature of Cassie's relationship with Diddy. Some of those details we've seen in prior lawsuits, but to hear her on the stand actually giving those details, reliving those moments herself. Also, you have to remember, she's very pregnant right now. So I'm going to be curious to see how long she makes it on the stand, how she's emotionally able to weather all of these questions. And what's going to be interesting to watch is, you know, the defense from the very start in their opening statement said that she chose to be there. So I'm going to be curious to see how she responds to questions about, was this her choice or did she feel like she had to do all of these things?
And I know they promised to take breaks in order to accommodate her throughout the course of this questioning. And I want to bring in our legal analyst, former trial attorney Terry Austin, for more, because Terry, what Cassie's describing here, right, how this whole thing started, she wanted to make her boyfriend happy, then talking about his violence against her. She says at some point blackmail materials came into play. How damning is this for the defense, and how do you expect them to counter this?
I think what the defense is going to say is that this wasn't blackmail, this was not coercion, this was consensual. We know that Cassie started out with Sean Combs as an early person, with someone who is trying to get her career started, and he was going to help her. That's what the defense is going to say, that she was starting out and wanted someone to support her. They did their first record deal together. That's something I think the defense is going to focus on, and had it not been for Sean Combs, she wouldn't be where she is right now. The prosecution obviously is saying he was in control. It may have started out as a consensual. It may have started out with her being excited about seeing him, but ultimately he took control of that relationship. He took control of her career. This is their key witness, and she's on that stand trying to explain all of the charges that the prosecution wants to hit home with that jury.
And Eva, your new ABC News Live daily show, The Burden of Proof, the case against Diddy, airs nightly at 5:30 Eastern. What can we expect tonight?
I think it's the color in the courtroom. There's no cameras, there's no audio, so we can't see and hear for ourselves if you're not sitting in the courtroom. But we here at ABC have eyes and ears inside that courtroom. So it's the testimony, how the person delivered those statements, the reaction in the courtroom. You know, Cassie's husband is going to be in that courtroom listening to her talk about all those things today. How does he respond to it? How does Diddy respond to it?
And it's the first time Diddy and Cassie have seen each other in several years.
Like 18 years, I believe, is the last time they saw each other, right? So that's going to be really interesting to watch.
Since 2018,
Since 2018, sorry, yes, excuse me. 2018 was the last time they saw each other. So, you know, all of those things, what is there tension? The jury, what's the jury's response? They're going to be playing video in court today. watch the jurors, see how they watch that video. Could they watch the video? We'll be able to have some of that color so people can hear exactly what's going on in the courtroom.
So interesting. All right, Rena Roy, Eva Pilgrim, Terry Austin, thank you.